Good morning, this is Jason from Atlantis PMR, Portugal, and this morning I'm in the land which is located between Reservado and Juncal de Campo. You see there's this little white stony track that leads from the main road. The main road is a quiet road in comparison, and it's the only compromise that you would have to make, that you have the main road, but that in turn is good accessibility. You also have electric if you wanted to connect to electric. So I'm going to take you to the boundary, and first we start with this small little pine forest. It's really good to have a little bit of shade on your land, and also a mixture of different trees. Shade is certainly a blessing in the hot summer months. So this land is 30,120 square meters. It has two structures. The land is divided on the two sides of the road. There is one structure on this side and a smaller structure on the other side. Both have wells on either side of the road, and also the boundary to the river. The list price for this, as I'm sure a lot of you are always asking me the price, so the list price for this is 55,000. There is a little bit of negotiation on the price. So here we have the boundary. You can just see some stones here. So this marks the boundary of the land. We also have some olive trees and some cork trees in this area as well. And we are the first week in July. You see it's still reasonably green, and there are some summer flowers, some lavender, and look at that behind you, have the hillsides as a backdrop. There's a lovely variation of trees on this land. There's a lot of lands for sale, but with this amount of variation of trees is very special. There's also a lot of herbs, some wild mint, some thyme. So the land continues down from here, down to the river. There's some beehives here, so I'm not going to pass there. And you can see how lush and healthy those trees are, which line the river. You have some cork trees here, and obviously when they're a little bit older you can cut the cork trees and sell the cork, or you can utilize that cork yourselves. And you see the agricultural structure is located here. It's actually divided into two because this land is actually divided between different brothers. So each one has a piece of the land. So also the agricultural structure is split into two, and there are two halves to that. But we estimated that the size of the agricultural structure is 80 square meters. You see here. We averaged it 40 square meters for each half. In one half there is a wheel, an old wheel of for making the flour, or crushing the grains.